Hey, basket makers. How you doing? Okay, y'all. Let me get you in a good spot. So we're going to work on this Dove basket. It's a mid-sized basket, y'all. And what I'm going to do is show you, can you see me? Show you two different ways that when you trying to figure stuff out. That's where we at now, right? So we got all of this stuff. Now we need to figure out what to do with it. So when I first made this basket, I'm going to show you. And I'm going to start from the base. That way you see what I see, or you see what I saw and how I made the adjustment. So I'm just taking my price label off. And I do this last because just in case I need to take something back and just exchange it. And you know Dollar Tree, baby, now they want a receipt and they want tags on stuff. Like they don't sell that stuff for $1. But we're going to do what we're supposed to do. So I already made the stuffing. Now, I'm going to show you how it looks when, this is how I initially started it with the green. And the reason I chose the green, because this particular basket is like a celery color. I know it don't look like it, and now that it's dark, is what's the name? But it's like a celery color, right? So what I did is I went to Roses, and I always do at Mother's Day, like you know how I do two of them at Valentine's. I do the bears with a concept. Well, at Mother's Day, I switch those out and I do like bath pillows, of course, and I also do towels, a towel and a washcloth kind of concept. So this color, I was thinking, was very similar. Now, in the light, maybe that's really what it is. It don't look like jam up, like a celery. I'm gonna kind of give you a sneak peek of this one. Maybe it's more of that, but these are y'all, really, these are the same color baskets, just a different style. Okay, so anywho, let's get this. So anyway, I bought the towel and I bought a washcloth because I like to do that. I'm doing it with the Dove. We're gonna do a Dove spray. And we're going to do an oversized Dove cucumber melon. So I was thinking, you see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? With these colors? So I was saying, like, oh, okay, this going to work. So we're going to just put little shreds on here so you can get the whole picture. Right? So I set this here. This going to be sitting right here. Right? So far in this picture, it looked right. So maybe what really is crazy is the towel and the washcloth. So got those two pieces and I set them behind here, right? So I'm thinking, this is gonna work. This, you know, all I did was I rolled the towel and I taped them, and I rolled the washcloth and I just taped them together so they can sit snug as a bug right behind here. Now, usually I also have like the deodorant as a third piece for this. These things are $6.99 at Roses, $3.99 at Roses. So I was saying, well, let me see if I can do it with two pieces, because remember, we're trying to keep some low ticket items. This is going to be considered a mid-size gift. Okay? So as you see, it ain't working, right? So I said, well, I can do one or two things. I do believe they had like a darker green that I could go get. Or let's see if we change the shreds and the tissue, because I always recommend kind of have your tissue the same color as your shreds. It makes you use less of that product. So now we are going to change it to a white. so you can see if that's going to make a difference, and if I am going to just have to go back up and pick up the right items, right? So let's see, y'all. Now, I got my shreds on here. We're going to clean them up. I know I ain't been on here for a little bit, y'all. I'm in and out, in and out. I am working like behind the scenes. There's some little things that I'm working on some projects at my house. And so I'm kind of trying to get that done so I can get started on basket making. So now let's see if by changing the tissue in the shreds, we can keep what we already have. And well, I will say this, y'all. It look better. It do look better. But no, it's still a no for me. And I'm going to tell you why. Even though I promise you, y'all, this is a celery green and this is a celery green. It's just not doing it for me. And that's one of the biggest things, that some things you can work through it and push it on through. And then some things you saying like, no. So because I have so much more time now than I usually ever do, I'm going to go ahead and take these two back. And I am going to go ahead and switch them out to the green. But just for this video's sake, we're going to go ahead and lock it down. And remember, you got to make sure it really sticks, because the ones with the baskets with the holes in them, it really do come up. And now, another thing you can do is raise this washcloth, and I probably will raise the washcloth up so it's sitting up higher, so it's gonna look like it got a little empty at the bottom. But one thing you want to do is kind of bring them up high and high so the people can see it. Another thing that you can do is you can take that washcloth out. Let me show you. And we can, you can roll it and put it somewhere up front. So right there in the front, you see where we got that dead space? Right here. Let me show you. We can stick that right in front. And then now, what do it look? It looks nice and full. There we go. All right. Okay. Now, there we go. Now, this is the thing. I have a little thing about the product being able to show. Even though that is cute, I like people to be able to read so much more. Read what they need to read for themselves. That leaves a lot of explaining what it is or what kind of scent it is. They can read it for themselves, and that eliminates you from having to answer so many questions. So, now that that is fixed, I will take the one behind here off. Now, does that look full? Does that look like a lot of product? And it don't have to look like a lot of product. It has to look full and purposeful and price appropriate, okay? So if we're saying 7 and 4 is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So you have $17, most definitely. I still have to have a flower in here because I will have a flower in here. So do I have one close to me? Well, this pink one is close to me. So I throw that in there. Now, you can add a deodorant right here and make it a 3-piece. So you don't, if you want 3 pieces, you can. You can even go so far as layering. What do I mean by layering? Well, you can throw body soap in here. They just $1, you know. Not at Dollar Tree. Get the ones from Roses or the 4-pack for like $1, $3.79 at Walmart. So that way you saving that quarter, okay? But they do have them at Dollar Tree too. So that way, excuse me, that way you are saving. Now, another thing that you can add is shower cap, because this is a body wash, so you can put a shower cap in there. It's not to say they're gonna take a shower. A body wash is just that, a body wash. However you take your bath is how you take your bath. I'm just helping you to splash some of the things that you need to get into the tub. Okay, now, what is another thing you can do? If you wanted to go a little more pricier, you can add a little candle, like a little tea light candle in here. But I think this is enough because I'm trying to keep this between $39.99, about $39.99. You know, if I add another piece, it's going up because deodorants cost about $3.79 out there in them, you know, at the stores. So that's another $4 added. So now you're at $21. So 21 and 21 is 42. So you have to look at that. You choose, but this helps you, guide you to pricing appropriately. So that way you are making a profit and you're not, it's a hobby because we love to do it, but it's also a business. And the business part has to make sense. So make it make sense. You want to make money to be able to continue doing the things that you do love to do, as well as be able to pay bills and so on and so forth. Okay, so this is the Dove. Now, even though I put a pink there, it'll be a different color. I don't even know what color it'll be. I got some cream ones, but I do want a pop of color to help it look, to bring it out. Y'all, they even have this in a yellow. It's so pretty. That yellow is so pretty. It is talking to me, and I am truly trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what I could use it with. You know how, have you ever seen, it's like yellow is just such a pretty color at this time of the year that it's like, what can I use yellow with? I want to use yellow in something. I figured out, y'all. I promise you that. But how does it look now? Does it look better now? Does it make sense? You know, this is going to come out, so this is going to be empty. But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I have some cello. Let me show you. I have some cello. Now, these have more of this green. So, I can do this cello and have the mechanics in the back. Like that. But it'd probably be somewhere like that. And I also have some of this. So, I can, you know, do something behind there to help that. But I only would use, even though I'm pulling this, it's because I'm trying to really make the basket and this make sense together. So these popped in here. Finish. Y'all tell me down in the comments down below. Go ahead and close it up, or go ahead and go up there and change these tiles out and make them the green which then most definitely I think will really pop against this. You tell me what y'all think. I bet y'all saying like, okay, girl, is you sure that's how to make gifts, or is we making the gifts for you and we deciding for you and that's how we do it? Let's work together, y'all. Hey, this is how it is, trial and error. When I truly don't feel like making baskets, I don't, because I know that is the time that I will either rush because I just want to get done with it, or I will make mistakes and then come back and regret them, and then I have to remake them. So that's also why you hadn't seen me on here, because I had to get a lot of that stuff out of my way. I was overwhelmed with seeing so much visually. I was seeing too much stuff. So my brain was like just going, going, going. But this way I have cleared out a lot of clutter and I am able to see better. These small gifts is what's next going to come off this table. I'm actually going to take them and put them in there on my kitchen table, because don't nobody sit at the kitchen table. I'm going to get them also out of my eyesight so my brain can think, I can see, and I can execute. That's how I work. Can't talk for nobody else, but it's just how it's like my brain is over flooded with not only ideas, these are things that I always do, them I can knock out, and how I go about doing them. Does that make sense? Like, I usually start with my large gifts first, because my large gifts is my money makers. So once I make them, then it's like the last little knickknacks. I do my little inexpensive gifts, and then I have what I call the mid-size gifts, which are really last, but I'm forcing myself to go first with them so I can show y'all some of these mid-size gifts. But I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go the way that my brain works. And that is big gifts, small gifts, then come back to the medium gifts. But I did want to show you this, because these things you can go get. You can put your hands on them. Like I said, these was at Rose's. That's where I picked mine up at $6.99, $3.99. These are at Rose's as well. I got the towel. I got the the washcloth. These things everything was in Rose's. The basket is from Dollar Tree. I got every color, so I'm working with them. So, y'all, believe it or not, time is like March 15th. Is today the 15th? It's like, yeah, we say it's 30 days to Easter, but if you make a lot of gifts, then it's time to get started on Mother's Day. We ain't had our little breather. Now to me, it's crunch time, because I have at least 600 is my total. Give or take. 600, I think it's 300, so 600 true gifts that I need to make. And that includes mid-size, small, and my large, okay? So it's like 120, that's 240, and then 80 in the mid-size. So, yeah, y'all. Okay, one more thing before we get out, because we at 19 minutes, is the bags. Y'all, all I have is I was only able to find 2 of this one. And I found 2 of these and 2 of these. So that's 6 that I have found. So I know it was a lady. The first person I saw, I think her name was Kendra, who's located in Marietta. She had reached out and asked me if I came across some. Kendra, let me know if you want to get those 6. If not, next person in line, I'll let you know. I think I got a list of first, second, and third that I did see. I hope anybody else, while we've been out in these streets, if they found any, if anybody got any extra they could spare for someone who don't have them, let me, please comment down below so they can also, talk with you. But Kendra, let me know down in the comments down below if you want these 6, and if not, next person, if somebody just want two and two, we can do, I can send somebody two and two. Okay. I will put my email down too, so that way in the description box, that way you can reach out to me and then we can figure out where to meet at, okay? So, or the ones who, if she don't want them and she found her some, then I can see, I think the girl in Memphis was the second lady who inquired, said that she wanted some. So, I'll go back on that video, but I know she was from Memphis. She said she couldn't find none. She could find, I think, the watches and maybe the purses, but she couldn't find the bags. She was second, and then I'll let you know who the third one was. I'll look back on there and see who that third person was. All right, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all watching. Let me know if you, look, we still out in these streets, y'all, because who was it? I think Sade with the receipts. I was watching her and I see that it's some dollar sales. Y'all, those black squares is on clearance at Family Dollar. Red dot we know at Dollar General. I did get out for about an hour or so today to hit some Dollar Generals, because those blankets I actually seen on Birth and Bosses with Felicia. I use blankets at every holiday. So those were some beautiful pastel colors. They will be perfect for some large basket concepts. So I am on the hunt for those. And let me see, at Family Dollar, I think Birth and Bosses, even though I seen Sade with the receipts, but Birth and Bosses with Felicia was the one I seen that had like those long dresses. Y'all, those are perfect. You could treat them like a muumuu. Anybody who know what a muumuu is, let me know down in the comments down below. But those muumuus, I sell muumuus at Mother's Day too. I get them from DD's or City Trends. Those my two stores where I get those muumuus from. Bible bags, if anybody's looking for those, I do Bible concepts at Mother's Day. They sell great for grandmas. I most definitely try to find the ones that has the purple, because it's just the color that they love. And I put from Dollar Tree the white Bible with it. I do the black Bibles with my men gifts at Father's Day. So again, I'm letting you know things that I use in my my basket making for each holiday. Go, if you can figure it out, get out there, get you some. Okay, y'all might beat me because I haven't picked up my Bible bags yet. Usually I get them off season, and I picked up some off season, and then I noticed that they was Spanish, Madre or something like that. They were Spanish. So, but I'm gonna put them out anyway, because I have Spanish customers too. So I'm gonna make sure that I still put them out. I hope I can find like maybe a Spanish Bible, because since of giving them Spanish Bible bag and you giving them an English Bible, y'all let me know in the comments down below. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.